natural Spanish. Today we begin with episode 33, Common Spanish Idioms. The objective of today's lesson is to understand everyday expressions. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Spanish with Solange. I am so happy you are here because today we are beginning a brand new chapter of our B2 journey. Congratulations on completing unit number 2, storytelling and fluency. You now have stronger storytelling skills, and it's time to make your Spanish sound ever more authentic. Today we begin unit number 3, idioms and natural Spanish. Have you ever understood every single word in a Spanish sentence, but still had no idea what the speaker actually meant? If your answer is yes, don't worry. It happens to every language learner. That's because native speakers love using idioms, expressions whose meanings can't be understood by translating each word individually. By the end of today's lesson, you will understand 3 of the most common Spanish idioms, know when to use them naturally, and avoid some of the most common mistakes learners make. So, let's get started. Segment number 1. What is an idiom? Before we learn today's expressions, let's answer an important question. What is an idiom? An idiom is a fixed expression whose meaning is different from the literal meaning of the words. Imagine someone in English says, "It's raining cats and dogs." If you are learning English, you might picture animals falling from the sky, but native speakers simply mean that it's raining very heavily. Spanish works exactly the same way. Native speakers don't usually invent these expressions. They've been used for generations and are part of everyday conversation. Learning idioms won't just improve your vocabulary, they will help you understand films, podcasts, conversations, and even jokes much more easily. A learning tip: don't try to translate idioms word by word. Learn them from a complete expressions together with a real life situation where you will use them. Idiom number 1. Estar en las nubes. Let's start with one you will hear very often. Estar en las nubes. Literal, it means to be in the clouds. But does it mean someone is flying? Of course not. Native speakers use these expressions when someone is distracted, daydreaming, or simply not paying attention. Imagine you are in class, but instead of listening, you are thinking about your next holiday. Your teacher might smile and say, "Hoy estás en las nubes." That means you are dreaming today. Here are more examples. Durante la reunión estaba en las nubes y no escuché la última pregunta. In English, I was daydreaming through the meeting and I didn't hear the last question. Cuando pienso en mis vacaciones, siempre estoy en las nubes. In English, when I think about my holidays, I completely drift away. A pro tip: this idiom is informal but perfectly appropriate with friends, family, classmates, and colleagues. A common mistake: some learners think it means someone is happy or relaxed, It wasn't. It specifically refers to someone whose attention is somewhere else. Now, mini dialogue. María, ¿terminaste el informe? Carlos, ¿qué informe? María, ay Carlos, hoy estás en las nubes. Can you imagine this situation? You are probably experienced it yourself. Idiom number 2. Costar un ojo de la cara. Now let's learn one that both funny and extremely useful. Costar un ojo de la cara. Literally, to cost an eye from your face. Fortunately, nobody's paying with their eyes. This idiom simply means that something is extremely expensive. It's very similar to the English expression. It costs an arm and leg. Examples. Ese apartamento cuesta un ojo de la cara. In English, that apartment costs a fortune. Las entradas para el concierto costaban un ojo de la cara. The concert tickets were incredibly expensive. Viajar en temporada alta puede costar un ojo de la cara. Traveling during high season can be very expensive. Learning tip. You can use these expressions for talking about houses, cars, holidays, designer clothes, electronics, restaurants, anything that seems overpriced. Common mistakes. Don't use it for something that's just a little expensive. Save it for things that really surprise you because of the price. Here, now, mini dialogue. Laura, ¿compraste ese bolso nuevo? Ana, sí. Laura, ¿y cuánto costó? Ana, un ojo de la cara. Even without saying the exact price, everyone immediately understands the message. Idiom number 3. Meter la pata. Now for one of the most popular Spanish idioms, meter la pata. Literally, to put the tongue in. But its real meaning is to make a mistake, especially an embarrassing or awkward one. Examples. Metí la pata durante la entrevista. I made an embarrassing mistake during the interview. No sabía que era su cumpleaños. Metí la pata. I didn't know it was his birthday. I really put my foot in it. Todos metemos la pata alguna vez. Everyone make mistakes sometimes. A pro tip. Native speakers often use these idioms when they laugh at themselves after an awkward situation. It's a friendly, humble way to admit a mistake. Como mistake. Don't confuse it with make a technical error. It's usually used for social or conversational mistake. Now, let's practice together. I will describe a situation and you will tell me which idiom fits best. Situation number 1. You are reading a book during class and don't hear your teacher call your name. Which idiom do you use in this situation? Exactly. Estar en las nubes. Situation number 2. You see a beautiful sport car, but it's far beyond your budget. Which idiom did you use in this situation? Correct. Costar ojo de la cara. Situation number 3. You accidentally called your boss by the wrong name. Oops! Which idiom do you use in this situation? That's right. Meter la pata. Excellent. Cultural moment. Do you know that idioms are one of the best ways to discover a culture? Spanish is spoken in more than 20 countries, and while many idioms are shared, every region also has its own unique expressions. When you understand idioms, you are not just learning vocabulary. You are beginning to understand humor, personality, and the way native speakers naturally think and communicate. So don't be afraid to use them. Native speakers appreciate it when learners try. A final challenge. Before our next lesson, I would like you to create one original sentence with each idiom we learned today. Estar en las nubes. Costar un ojo de la cara. Meter la pata. Then read your sentence aloud. The more you use idioms in context, the more naturally they will become part of your Spanish. Fantastic job today! You will just taking your first step into the fascinating world of Spanish idioms. Remember, grammar helps you build sentences. Vocabulary helps you express ideas. But idioms give you Spanish personality, color, and authenticity. Thank you so much for learning with me today. I am always delighted to accompany you on this journey. And I hope today's lesson gave you expressions you will start noticing everywhere. Keep practicing, stay curious, and don't worry if you metes la pata from time to time. That's part of learning. In our next lesson, episode 34, Idioms in Conversation, we will take these expressions one step further. Instead of studying them individually, you will hear them used naturally in realistic conversations. Learn how to native speakers combine them and practice using them confidently in your own dialogues. Until then, cuídense mucho, sigan aprendiendo y sobre todo disfruten del español. Hasta la próxima.